Now, the failures of government schemes for the poor are well documented. For instance, focusing on Maharashtra revealed for 100 rupees spent on the public distribution system, only 11 rupees reached the poor. Now, statistics like these make some economists argue that it is better to give the poor cash directly. Radhika Bodia has this special report.
We tracked 3 trucks as they picked up trains from Food Corporation godowns to deliver them to ration shops. Except none of them reached the ration depots. Instead, they made their way into private flour mills. For tribals of Kokmar in Maharashtra, there is a ration shop, except all the grains are stored in the house of the Sarpanch. In Malkapur, in government godowns, imported wheat lies rotting, while farmers on the brink of bankruptcy commit suicide. A new provocative paper by 3 economists argues, what if instead of trying to get food grains to the poor and failing, the government simply gave them cash? The poor could then use the cash to buy food from the open market. The amount the government saves on procurement, transport and storage costs instantly adds up to more money reaching the poor.
A lot of these schemes presume that the poor want some items, right? So you give them houses, you give them goods and services. They're not exercising choice. If they have that extra cash, would they rather have a house, or would they rather fix up whatever little house they're living in and spend that extra cash to educate their kids?
But the concept of consumer choice assumes the poor have access to the market, which they often don't. For instance, Rajasthan, the first state to try out a similar concept, wants to deposit 1,500 rupees as a safety net for women in PPL families. An ambitious scheme aiming to cover 50 lakh families. It ignores the ground reality that bank coverage in rural areas is less than 40%. For a country fatigued with the failure of government schemes for the poor, the idea of replacing them with one consolidated cash amount has much appeal. As the advocates of cash transfers argue, this could mean less red tape and better monitoring. But here's the danger. If food grains for the poor get routinely hijacked by the non-poor, won't cash transfers be even more risky? Without any systemic change in how schemes are implemented and monitored, won't this just be another transient fashion in a long history of failures? With Yogesh Pawar, Supriya Sharma for NDTV.